Hello everyone, I'm Ishani and I'm so glad that you stopped by. Today I'm almost a baker and I'm making cupcakes. We're going to try making various kinds of cupcakes to suit all the palates. I'll be using cupcake dies by Stamplorations. If you do not have these, do not worry, you can use any kind of stamp that you may have of cupcake, or also use your cake dies for similar kind of cards. And if you have none, you can also draw cupcakes. They are very easy to draw. In case you'd like to buy these cupcake dies, the link to the description and the website will be in the description box below, along with the discount code that you can use. I especially love these dies because of the various elements that these dies have, like the glaze and the cupcake liner, and the various ways you can combine these 5 dies to make different kind of cupcakes. The first cupcake that we are making are some cute small shaped cards that can be used as tags, for which I'm using the largest cupcake die, and I'm going to cut it from a pre-folded card base in a way that the upper portion of my cupcake die is a little above the folded card. So that way we get a fold in our die cut. And I cut 2 such shaped cards. Secret of amazing cupcakes is using the best of ingredients, and I am using the best of ingredients for my baking, for die cutting, which are the scraps that I have saved, and I'm going to cut out some shapes out of these various kinds of cardstocks, also some pretty pattern paper for my cupcake liners. I just put some thought behind what flavors do I want my cakes of. So I have brown paper for chocolate and neutral colors for vanilla. You can have pink for strawberry or butterscotch, a little cream, anything you want. And let's go ahead and assemble a little cupcake. I start with making a chocolate cupcake and wrap it in pretty floral cupcake liner. For my dark chocolate glaze, I'm using vintage photo distress oxide on the craft cardstock. And to assemble these together, I am using glue to put the liner on my cupcake, and I'm mounting my glaze with 3D foam tape. And let's add a little cherry with the enamel dot. And here is my chocolate cupcake ready. Now I just go and glue it on the cardstock that we had cut earlier, the little cupcake card with glue. And here is a tag, and you can send this along with your homemade cupcakes or muffins with a little message inside. I made another cupcake similar to our chocolate one. For this I have used segmented liner die and cut out my basic shape with textured cardstock. And for the glaze, I have used Nuvo drops for glittery frosting. I do the same, I stick it onto the small die cut card shape that we had cut. And to deck up my cupcake, I use a die cut flower with a pearl inside it, just to make it look more pretty. Are these tags cute? You can keep them and use them whenever you're gifting your handmade cookies and cakes and cupcakes, or you could also use them on a gift as tags. Small little cards with a little message inside. I really love the way they turned out. I hope you like them too. Let's go ahead and see what else can we make. One of the toughest cards to make is cards for men, masculine cards, but cupcakes are gender neutral. So let's make a card for men. I've taken these pieces from all the dies, and I'm going to use metallic copper marker for coloring my liner and use vanilla flavor for my batter and some lemon frosting. I'm sure now you got what I meant. I'm using distress oxide and squeezed lemonade for the frosting or the glaze. And for the cake, I have cut cream colored cardstock for my vanilla flavor. For the liner, I have cut 2 liners here. One is a watercolored cardstock that was in my scrap stash, and I think I did water smooshing with this paper. I adhere my copper liner over this watercolored piece of paper, like the back side of my liner, and glue all the pieces together, and my yellow glaze or frosting, whatever you may call it. Masculine cakes are also pretty, so I've put this star-shaped sugar confetti, which is copper in color, to match the cupcake liner to decorate my cupcake. To assemble the card, I've taken a top folding brown note card and a white cardstock an inch smaller to give a broad border. I'm taking this Stamploration stamp set called Celebrate Artsy, and we'll use this brush stroke stamp to ground my cupcake and happy happy birthday to you, HBTU. What a cool way to say happy birthday for my sentiment. I use the similar colors for stamping. I've taken vintage photo distress oxide for stamping my brush stroke, and the sentiment will be stamped with VersaFine Onyx Black. Also, let me tell you about our challenge, AAA Cards. If you do not play at challenges but love to make cards, I invite you to join us at the 7th birthday blog hop of AAA Cards, where you can join in with your clean and simple cards. More detail about it is in my blog that is linked in the description box. I adhere everything with 3D foam tape for extra dimension. And we have a birthday card ready for the men in your life. You can change the color as the likings of the receiver to make it extra special. I hope you like this card and will stay a little more for the feminine card that we'll be making. Who doesn't like pink and chocolate? Oh, let's have that cupcake now. I'm using this stencil paper that I had in my stash for the cupcake liner. And I've die cut other pieces of white cardstock, and I'm using spun sugar distress oxide ink for the look of a pink champagne cake probably. And I have my chocolate glaze to go over my cupcake. I adhere all of them, and to decorate my cupcake I have this pink heart shaker bits, and I'm going to use the white and pink and adhere them with glossy accents on my chocolate frosting as the sprinkles. For the card, I've taken a square cardstock and I'm going to use a turnabout stamp by Conquer and Ninth, Hugs and Kisses, and I'm going to make a background full of hearts. I'm going to stamp these hearts in 4 different pink colors, which are Cherry Blossom Mini Ink Set by Altenew, and I go ahead as the directions of this turnabout stamp. For the sentiment of the card, I've taken the stamp by Inky Stamper, Ralph Enjoys a Cupcake. Inky Stamper are sponsor for another challenge that I'm a design team member of, Cupcake Inspirations. You can find the details of the same in my blog, which is linked in the description box below. I stamp it with VersaFine Onyx Black. And as I'm assembling, I want to also remind you to not forget to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot. I know you will. Thank you so much. I adhere my cupcake with foam tape. And here is a lovely feminine card for all the ladies, your friends out there, or a little girl as well. I hope you got some ideas to use your stash and will create some cards yourself. Let me know which one was your favorite amongst all of these. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe and happy crafting. Bye-bye.